What's going on? Like, subscribe, comment, share this channel. Help me, help me grow. Push me further into the algorithm or whatever. It's Grandpa coming at you with another video about the NBA. So this video is about Chris Paul. I've been wanting to do it. It's a couple of players I want to do actually, but like uh, sometimes it's just hard job, and anyway. So Chris Paul has been in the league for a while. He got drafted by New Orleans. Um, years in New Orleans were pretty good. He was lifting them up. Um, just couldn't get quite over the hump. Um, then he got to a point he got tired. Then the infamous trade. What he got nixed by the league. He was supposed to go to the Lakers, play with Kobe. Uh, League ended up nixing it because as from a business standpoint, they couldn't let their greatest asset leave the team. I kind of get into it, but at the same time, everybody knew New Orleans. Everybody knew that sale was gonna go down. So he goes to the Clippers. Uh, the era, the he brings in the era of what was that? What was they called? Lob City. DeAndre Jordan, him, Blake Griffin, like they were exciting crowds for a while. But they again could not just get they could not quite get over the hump. So then he goes to Houston, plays with James Harden, rides the James Harden train. Him and James Harden didn't get along. He got hurt, like he, which is has been a theme with him every time they in the playoffs, and it seemed like it's about to get a little tight, or it does get tight. Chris Paul comes up with an injury that puts him on the sideline. So the Houston thing didn't work. Then he goes to Oklahoma City. Now, I like that fit for him because he was with a young team. Um, that was that team that famously, they went further than people thought they were going to go. I think that was in the bubble, um, but that's not where he wanted to be. So he gets traded again, and uh, now he's with He's with the Spurs. He's been on another team. He's been on another team. I just can't. But the point is, he's been on a few teams early in his career that he was able to uplift, but for whatever reason, couldn't quite get over the hump and go to the finals and get to the championship. The one time he did, he played with Phoenix. I'm glad I reminded myself that he played with Phoenix. Got beat by Milwaukee again. Comes up with an injury. So he's a stocky guy. He's a shorter guy. I don't know how that works out for him, but it's been other guards that's been stocky and went through the league. What's my man name? They used to be in Toronto. Uh, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry. you know, he's not built quite the same, but somewhat the same body type because he can't get big. But for whatever reason, hadn't quite that in there. So now he's with the Spurs. He's he he's paired with De'Aaron Fox. Hopefully, De'Aaron Fox can get get some kind of veteran leadership. But but as it's been shown and situation have played out to be, Chris Paul is not the greatest mentor to have. I honestly think he's dirty. It's a lot of dirty things he's done, especially in his later years, because that um, he's intentionally tried to hurt some guys. I don't I mean we saw some of what happened against him and Beverly, but I think the whole thing about Beverly, him shoving him, which was a pump move. Um, I think the whole thing about that is Beverly just got a little frustrated with all the little stuff he was doing on the court that you couldn't see, like when they were bodied up. You take a quick little jab in the solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Uh, Chris Paul has done, and he's you know, and the thing that amazes me is he escapes talk about how he's too old and all this. They try to act like they try to act like he's still kind of like in his prime. Not quite. I don't. It's just a weird dynamic with that. I mean, he's been in the league a long time, and he's a point guard. He's 39. Like, you don't find too many 39-year-old point guards that's starting. Um, so as he's infamous. He has connections to LeBron. He was the president, the union president for a while. So Chris Paul has had a distinguished career, uh, even without winning a title. I don't put too much stock in titles per se, but if you are a player that happens to get on a championship team and you're able to maintain it for a while, that's when that comes into play. But like if you a player and you working your way up there and you just don't quite get it just because somebody maybe have knocked you off, maybe a marquee person, I don't look too bad on that. So like the same like with Barkley, I don't look Ewing, Malone. I don't look at those three as failures because they was going against Jordan and the Bulls. Jordan and the Bulls had the ultimate weapon in Michael Jordan and one of the greatest teams in NBA history that they were going against. So I don't knock those three players, and I'm not and including John Stockton. I don't look at them as failures in their career. They put in a good show for themselves. They had a respectable career, great careers, and they should be honored for that. Everybody doesn't get the brass ring sometimes. It's like 30 something teams now, maybe. I think only one is going to win the championship. So I mean, Chris Paul, you don't have nothing to be ashamed of or like feel bad about, even if you don't win a title. Um, but I do think your position in the hierarchy of point guards is a little overstated. I don't put you over Jason Kidd. Um, I don't put him over Isaiah Thomas. Um, I don't put him over uh, Kuzi. Um, I'd have to look at some more, but like those come immediately to the dome. John Stockton. John Stockton, nah, I don't put him up there with John Stockton. He's been very good. And the thing about it, those players, they were able to maintain their march to a championship so they could, so they were available. Chris Paul, for whatever reason, he always broke down at the end. So that's my quick thoughts on uh, Paul, Chris Paul. Gonna come back at you with another one. Peace.